Welcome to Triple D Hot Takes, College Week number 8. And I have joining me Kyle Dieter, Garrett Dieter, coming to you live tonight. Got Kyle in the trailer as well. With me here all the way in from Lubbock, Texas. So, all right, let's get this thing started.
Yeah, let's jump straight into the recap of Week 7, really. So let's just start it off, and let's go with Indiana versus Oregon. This was a crazy game, really. God, it really was a wild game, though, for sure. Indiana pulling off the upset, because I really thought Oregon was a well-put, all-around football team, which Indiana came off with a huge win, being able to knock down a huge powerhouse, I believe. But it's really nice to see Indiana clutch a spot, I believe, clutching a spot for the playoffs, for sure.
Yeah, and I mean, what a great game. It was very exciting. College game day was there. It was an electric atmosphere. I mean, Oregon's one of the toughest places to play. I think they had a super long consecutive home winning streak going on. And Indiana, fun fact, I don't think they've beaten a top 5 team or even a top 10 team since the 1950s or something.
It's only been done once, I believe.
Yeah, in Indiana history.
Yes.
Yeah, so, man, hats off to Indiana. They surprised me. I thought for sure Oregon was going to win this game, but Indiana's offense played so much better. I mean, overall, Indiana just took care of business when they needed to. Electrifying game. Oregon maybe isn't as good as people originally thought. I mean, you look at Penn State and the fall off Penn State had, and that game went to overtime, But I think Oregon's still a good football team. They're still legit, and this Indiana team they're going to be a tough team. I think they only play Penn State, and the rest of their schedule is pretty favored towards them. So they got a really good chance of making the playoffs and being a legit contender this year.
Oh, yeah.
So hats off to Indiana.
Jump straight to the next one. Yeah, Alabama and Mizzou, which I for sure thought Mizzou was going to be tearing down that goalpost and charging that field for sure. But yeah, this sets up Alabama. Man, they may have one loss on their record, but this really shows that they could go into a tough place and come out with a huge win. And this Alabama team is going to be they're a great team. They're no joke. I really liked watching them, especially on a away game. They really showed what they can actually do. It was a close game, which they came out clutch, and that's all I got to say about Bama. Watch out for this team, really.
Yeah. And I mean, like I said last week, 11 o'clock game, or I think it would be noon in Missouri. Anyways, at Missouri, where it's a scary place, a lot of crazy things happened there. Bama had to find out a way to win this game. I mean, it wasn't pretty. Definitely wasn't the cleanest game that Bama's played this year, especially offensively, I thought. But, yeah, no, they found a way to get the job done at Mizzou. So, hats off. Bama's looking really strong right now, really good. They had that first game against Florida State that they slipped up. But ever since then, they've really turned the tide around. Let's see what I did there. But, yeah. Alabama's rolling right now. Yeah. Mizzou's still not a bad team. They still got a lot to play for. A lot of opportunities still there, but yeah, this Bama team is rolling right now.
Man.
But yeah, let's jump into I think one of my favorite games of the year so far. I mean, shoot.
Oh yeah.
I loved every second of it. I love this game, that's for sure. Hell yeah, Hook'em, baby. Yeah.
God, you Oklahoma, gotta love this game though.
Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely the most excited I've been all year, especially for Texas and how they played. That defense for Texas absolutely stepped up. Obviously, Oklahoma, John Mateer, he was coming off that. He just had surgery in his hands. So, yeah, he didn't have his best game. Oklahoma's offense in general didn't have a great game. But I thought a large part of that was because Texas' defense was playing phenomenal. They were making big plays. They were getting interceptions. Just all around great defensive effort from Texas. And then the offense piggybacked off of that. Arch finally got going a little bit. Offensive line took care of business. We were able to run the ball this week, which I thought was huge. The running game was way better with Wisner. So, yeah, Texas really turned the page, I think, this week. And, showed a lot more promise and a lot more hopeful going into more SEC games.
Yeah, I think it was more about their running game. And when you see a team that can run, then that means they're probably going to be able to throw as well.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
for sure.
yes. Well, the thing that I really believe in, I think Dr. Dieter over there, Garrett, was definitely right that John Mateer was probably not ready to play
Yeah.
this game. I believe they should have sat him out, and he could have just. God, I want to say he might be rehab. Garrett, would that be like? Was he in rehab for his surgery or after his surgery? I mean,
Well,
most likely, or what?
I mean, yeah, I mean, obviously he's still rehabbing and everything, and still trying to get back to 100%. But some of his passes looked really great, and then other times, he just didn't look like he was
He
on the
threw
money
three
there.
interceptions.
There's also
So
the mental aspect.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's also the mental aspect of coming off an injury. I mean, he was bleeding. I think at one point they kind of like sutures kind of came off a little bit, so they had to tape him back up there. So I mean, yeah, there's just a lot going on, and they
and
couldn't run the ball against Texas defense, and they couldn't really get anything else going. So a lot of pressure was on him, and I didn't think he was fully ready for that.
and they literally threw him in like the biggest game of his career
Yeah.
almost and said,
Yeah.
"Go
Yeah.
win this!" Right after having surgery and all that diversity. Now, if he would have came out and somehow had a huge statement win after that, now that would have been some huge diversity, right? For real,
Yeah.
which is crazy to think of. But
I
all right,
mean-
well, let's jump
Yeah,
on to the next
yeah.
game. Because I already knew who was going to win because I called this pick for sure, from a mile away. Yeah, this quarterback for USC, I thought about putting him for the Heisman. This quarterback is no joke. I actually really like USC's quarterback. He's amazing athlete and he's phenomenal. Look what he did to Michigan. And this week he has another huge game he has to play in. But I believe this quarterback has something good stirring up for them, really, those Trojans.
Oh yeah. I mean, I think Michigan's a team right now. They're trying to find their footing and everything. And yeah, obviously their defense isn't playing at a very high level. USC's offense is phenomenal. Honestly, I think every year USC has a great offense, especially with Lincoln Riley as a head coach. So hats off to
Right.
USC. Big win. Yeah, me and you, I think, both called this game. I mean, going in the Coliseum, that was a long travel for Michigan. Michigan still can't figure things out offensively. I think Bryce Underwood didn't look good. He's still got a lot of potential. I think he's going to be a good player in the future. Just right now, he's not playing well, and I don't think the Michigan offense as a whole was playing well either. So great to see Michigan look very bad right now. I think they're going to get better as the year goes on because they always do, and they do have a good coaching staff, and they got a lot of talent. But yeah, right now, this is just I don't think it's Michigan's year, So that's
Yeah.
awesome.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Which I think Dad got this pick wrong. Dad, did you pick Michigan?
You know, it's been a minute since I've
Yeah.
slept, so yeah, yeah, but we'll talk about that later in the picks, and we'll see who's leading.
No
Still.
excuses. No excuses.
Since week one,
Yeah.
so yeah, so
Yeah.
Jump into the helmet stickers. And while I picked him really, but everybody else can agree or disagree on that. Yeah, I got Ty Simpson from Alabama. This quarterback had just as many yards as Fernando for Indiana. So I really think that Ty Simpson played a lot better this week because his passing rating was a lot better and his completions were a lot better. And he had 3 touchdowns.
well, you know what? Kyle sounds a little slow tonight because we've got this delay in our ears, and it makes you sound really slow.
Yeah, the man's talking extra slow tonight.
It's just hard to get used
I have
to.
no
and I don't
notes in
have
front
none.
of me, so I can't really, I got to look way off.
Yeah.
And then people were like, are you
Yeah.
reading the screen? No, it's just way off to the side.
No, but I mean, it's
just go
the
from the
delay.
dome.
We have a habit of doing that when you have a delay in your headset. So.
All right, G.
All right.
What do you got to say about Ty Simpson?
Yeah, I mean, Ty Simpson's played really well. I think ever since that first game of the season, yeah, he's really turned a new leaf. He's playing excellent football right now. His completion percentage is very high, which I think it stays consistently high. Yeah, Bama offensively, they still got a lot of work to do. I think they're a little inconsistent at times, but when they need the big play and when they need them to make big plays, Ty Simpson really comes through, looking really strong right now. So yeah, solid player of the week. Because I mean, yeah, going down to Mizzou and winning on the road at a scary place like that, yeah, no, that's a big win. So hats off to Ty Simpson. And now let's jump to our defensive player of the week. Who do you got, Kyle?
Oh yeah, the defensive player of the week by far has to be Texas defense, coming up big. Really, if Garrett wants to add in, I know he knows some of the players, especially the D line and their main player that had 2 picks in the Red Rival.
Muhammad.
Yeah, Muhammad. He dominated.
Muhammad
He had
was a
2
big one.
picks.
He had 2 picks.
And then I want to say, is it Simmons? Their DN
Yeah.
is really good. Their
Yeah,
breakout.
Colin Simmons. Yeah, because you got guys like Colin Simmons and Michael Taft who played really well. Michael Taft, I like watching the game. I was like, man, he's coming up from that free safety position and making some key tackles, wrapping up really well. And then Colin Simmons providing some of that pressure. I think he got a sack or 2. And I mean, I agree. This Texas defense overall had a great game this last week and very exciting stuff. I mean, like I said all year, I think Texas has a really great defense. Against Florida, they slipped up. They weren't ready. But I think they are a good unit and a good defense, so we're just going to see them continue to grow and hopefully get a lot better as the season goes on. But yeah, I like that pick.
No touchdowns, so man, you got to give it
didn't
to
give up any touchdowns to Oklahoma or against Oklahoma. So.
Yes, sir.
Jumping in to everybody's favorite comment section, I guess, for Heisman watch.
Right. So let's see what we got here. If we can pull that one up for you.
I was like,
yeah, dude.
I was like, did Dad get my graphic that I sent him? Yeah.
So there it is. And Kyle, talk about it.
Oh, yeah. So what we're going to talk about is we got Carson Beck at number 1. We're not moving him. He had a bye week. Okay, everybody's going to be like, he has no stats that week. I think Carson Beck's one of the best still. No one he hasn't proven himself wrong yet. He hasn't put himself in a really close game, except for Florida State, really. It has been their closest game. But the next one I want to go with is Julian Satan. They talked about it on College Game Day. Nick Saban is still saying he's the best quarterback in the nation right now, by far, he's saying. Because Ohio State has such a good team. I believe he really is one of the best quarterbacks just because he has such good wide receivers and great running backs. And then the next one.
Well, the 70% completion rate is a really high number for a quarterback at this level.
Yeah, the week before, Sayan had, I want to say he had almost 80. I think he had 80% to 84%. It was something crazy.
Yeah, I think Julian Sayan has the highest completion percentage in the country, or one of the highest.
In all games combined, yes, he does.
He doesn't throw the ball an extreme amount, but when he does, he usually connects with receivers and gets the ball spread out all throughout the field. But yeah.
Oh, yeah. The next one is Fernando Mendoza, the Indiana quarterback. This quarterback is good. I really liked watching him, especially when they upset at Oregon. This quarterback is no joke. He picked up the same amount as Ty Simpson, but without as many touchdowns passing. He only had 1. But then the next one is, God, I don't even know how to say his name. But we're going to go the Ole Miss. Yeah. We're going to go Ole Miss's quarterback at number 4. He is a dog. Everybody's been talking about him. Yeah. He's been slept on, I believe. He really is a good quarterback, though. And, yeah, he picked up 253 yards passing. With a 69 completion rate, with 2 touchdowns, and then 15 yards rushing with a rushing touchdown, which he can really move on his feet and he could throw, which is dual threat for sure. And then Ty Simpson, we got at number 5, which y'all can all comment on that Because I know y'all. I know there's some Alabama fans out there that believe that he's the best. Roll Tide, right?
Roll Tide.
Gary, you got anything you want to say about this?
Yeah, I mean, I like this list definitely. I think it's a solid list. A lot of really great quarterbacks. And, I can tell each week we kind of mix it up here and there, just depending on who has the big games, who plays well, who wins in big moments. And I think by the time as the season plays out, you'll kind of see some of these top teams. Like right now, Indiana, Ohio State, Miami, Alabama, and Ole Miss, they're all like top of the pack kind of teams. And so we'll see that those kind of teams and those kind of players kind of really step up. So, yeah, I like this list. I mean, I think there might be a few running backs and receivers that want some love, like Jeremiah Smith and everything. And so we'll see how it plays out. Maybe some defensive players might make a little surprise on the list here and there. But, yeah, no, I think it's a good list so far. Yeah. And, very exciting stuff through 7 weeks.
Yeah, and just because Oregon lost doesn't mean Dante Moore is bad or anything. He might make his way back on the list. Something to watch out because Dante Moore is not a bad quarterback at all. And then definitely the one that I put a maybe under was the USC's quarterback, the Trojans. He's a really good quarterback. I really like watching him. Like I said, he's really good.
And his stat sheet's pretty impressive for sure.
Yeah. So Garrett, you ready to jump in the Georgia Tech and Duke game? The upsets?
Yeah. So let's jump into upset alerts. First off the dome, or first one up, Georgia Tech at Duke.
Yeah.
So.
All right, let's get you. Yeah, we'll get you set up here. All right, there we go.
Yeah, I mean, it's always scary playing on the road. Georgia Tech playing on the road against this Duke team. Duke's had a rough start of the season. Big loss to Illinois, I believe, and slipping up in another game as well. But they've really turned it around. They're starting to look a lot better. Definitely a trap game for Georgia Tech. Georgia Tech's been playing extremely well football. They had the upset against Florida State.
No,
I believe. No. I'm joking.
No, Pitt. I was like Pitt and Virginia beat Florida State.
In Virginia, yeah. But yeah, no, Georgia Tech playing extremely good football. Good offense. Haynes King is rolling. But yeah, like I said, on the road, trap game. I think Georgia Tech's coming off of a bye, possibly. So we'll see how they respond. Because sometimes coming off a bye, you could be a little slow starting out, and if Duke can get a little jump on them, then this could be a scary game. Kyle, your take?
Yeah, Garrett. I didn't know if you looked at this yet, but it said, right now Duke's the favorite. So technically, Georgia Tech would be the upset. No, I'm just
technically, yeah.
I don't know. On game day, I think that would change. By game day, by Saturday, the odds would flip. Just like UT and Oklahoma, they had Texas being the favorite somehow, and then on game day, it flipped. Yeah. But nah, I really like Georgia Tech. I don't want to see them lose, but Duke is a team to look out for. Duke slaughtered Syracuse at their home place, which I thought was crazy to think of. But this Duke team is no joke. Don't put them out of the running for the ACC to knock people out of the championship for sure. Clutching that spot.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, Georgia Tech's big win was against Clemson. And, now we know Clemson kind of fell off there real hard. So maybe they're not as good as we think.
Yeah.
Could be. All right, let's jump into this game. Kyle, what do you think? LSU and at Vandy's playing in Nashville?
And
Possible upset here?
Yeah, Vanderbilt is the favorite, which has caught me off guard big. Yeah, playing in Vandy is no joke. Because, that goalpost is going to find its way to the river if it upsets. They're going to find their way. Because I believe Vandy's in Nashville, right, Garrett?
Yes.
Yeah, they're in Nashville. I knew that, duh. But, yeah, they'll find the way to the river if they upset them. I promise you that. Yeah. And it wouldn't be their first time. But LSU, God, Vanderbilt, God, I don't know what to really talk about Vanderbilt because I don't know much about them. All I know is they're in the SEC and anything can happen because you're in the SEC. You're in a powerhouse conference. God,
Yeah, but
I don't have much to say about Vandy because LSU's my team. Those are my boys. So this upset shouldn't happen.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah,
I know the quarterback from Vandy was in a lot of talk early, but
Diego Pavia.
Yeah.
yeah, and with one loss, you're like, man, they're not that bad. Come on, the same with
Oh
LSU.
yeah,
So
they're a good team.
being in Vanderbilt, I think it's more or less a toss up, but LSU should go in there and win, and that's a should, not saying they will. So,
Yeah, and I mean, when I look at this game, I'm like, well, Vanderbilt's defense is pretty good this year. People aren't talking enough about how good Vanderbilt's defense has played this year. I mean, they held Alabama to a pretty low scoring game, and this LSU offense hasn't looked great this year. This LSU offense is not that good right now. So Vanderbilt can get some stops, and Diego
yeah,
Pavia make some plays at home. I mean, this is definitely a trap game. If I'm
yeah.
LSU, yeah, I'd be definitely got to be on when it comes to Saturday because Vanderbilt is not an easy team.
Two more 5-1 teams here with Tennessee and Alabama, and Tennessee being the team that's coming in as an underdog, but you never know, right?
Yeah, good old Rocky Top.
Rocky Top.
Yeah, no, I really like to see this upset because I feel like everybody's tired of Bama, but I like Tennessee. You never know what you're going to get out of them. They usually always have a decent quarterback for sure. But I feel like Tennessee could, God, going into Bama is crazy to beat them.
Yeah.
But hey, anything can happen. We've seen it before this season already. So
Yeah, I mean it's one of those things that Tennessee's defense again is really good, and Alabama's defense is really good. So which of the two defenses is going to come alive? And if Tennessee gets a couple of turnovers and some breaks, anything can happen.
Yeah. I mean, we'll talk about this game, I think, more, when we're making our picks as well. But
Right.
yeah, this is the third Saturday in October. This is a huge rivalry game. Tennessee and Alabama, they hate each other. They've been playing for years and years, so anything could really happen. Tennessee's only loss came to Georgia in overtime, which Tennessee played well there. Alabama, we talked about how well they've been playing. But I think it's going to come down to the offensive line. Who can run the ball here? Like you said, good defenses. But who's going to be able to run the ball and then make big plays in big moments? And then, also when you look at the turnover margin, who's going to give up the ball the least amount? So,
Right.
yeah, I think it's going to be an interesting game. I think anyone could win this game. I mean, Alabama's got the upper hand just because they're playing in Tuscaloosa this week. But, yeah, don't sleep on Tennessee, man. They want blood. I believe Tennessee won last year as well. Or I think Tennessee won last year. So,
really,
oh, no. They lost to Alabama last year in a close one.
I was like, huh? All right, the next one we got is Texas Tech versus Arizona State. Right now, Sam Levitt, I know it would be a lot better of an upset if Sam Levitt was healthy, but he's questionable still right now, so we don't know if he's going to play or not. But still, for Tech, this is definitely a huge desert trap game. It's going to be one of those hot games out there. But yeah, nah. For them, it's just going to be they're going on an away game. They can't sleep on it, even if Sam Levitt plays or not. Texas Tech needs to not sleep on this game, really.
No. Yeah, it's a trap game. That's
Definitely.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think the big storyline is Sam Levitt's playing or not? Because obviously this Arizona State team's a lot better when Sam Levitt is playing. Last week when he didn't play, Utah beat beat the brakes off of them. But yeah, I mean, we say this every week though. Can Texas Tech be consistent? Texas Tech overall is a solid overall good football team. They should win the Big 12 in my opinion easily. But can they stay consistent week to week? Going to Temple, Arizona, playing at a night game. Yeah, this is a trap game for sure. If Sam Levitt's playing, then Texas Tech has got to play their A game. And like you said last week, Kyle, their red zone offense, or it was you, or it was Kyle or Dad, one of y'all two. But yeah, their red zone offense has got to be a lot better. They're settling for way too many field goals, and you can't do that in some of these close matchups. So
Yeah.
It was me.
I
No,
know.
Joe, probably
I did-
was
it
you.
was me.
Look at his record. God.
Yeah.
That's all you got to look at. This man's right about everything.
Just lucky, I guess.
Go back to talking about March Madness, and I'll do a lot better.
Well,
Oh, okay.
our other upset alert, you've got USC and Notre Dame, and who's the teams going to upset who? Kyle, which one? I'm like kind of at a
I think
loss
Notre
here.
Dame's favored, right?
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
Notre Dame is for sure favored. Dad.
Yeah.
I'm just joking, but I think USC can compete with most anybody, especially from Big Ten on down. They're not in that top tier group of the Big Ten, but I think they are, in the middle and a little above, and where they can beat
a little
anybody. Yeah,
Who did USC lose to?
yeah.
Illinois.
Illinois.
And an overtime
Okay.
game, I believe, or super
Yeah,
tight.
it was a tight
I'm sorry to
game.
say this, but I think they could compete with Oregon now. This team, I feel like, has really gotten their stuff together after that loss. They've really bounced back. But we're talking about Notre Dame. They have a young quarterback, which I believe ain't as experienced as this USC. I really like these Trojan team. I ain't gonna lie. I really don't like California or anything, okay? but I really do like this team.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think Notre Dame sometimes this year has played very sloppy on both sides of the ball, and they haven't looked like the Notre Dame that we're kind of expected to see in. But, this is kind of a big rivalry game if y'all don't know. Like USC, Notre Dame, they've been going at it for years. It's a big-time rivalry. USC obviously coming off that big win against Michigan, and then they're going to have to go all the way to South Bend, Indiana. That's a long commute, obviously. So I think it's going to be tough for USC to pull off the upset. Personally, I think USC's offense hasn't played a defense as good as Notre Dame's defense, especially in the secondary. So we'll see how this game kind of plays out. But I see a close matchup here for sure.
Hey, we had a comment. Garrett Mason said, "What's up, Kyle?" All right.
Hey, Kyle. What is this, South Park?
Oh, my God.
I threw that
Don't
in
get
there.
started on that.
And then Landon Castro said, "Goat." All right. So, yeah.
Landon.
So now, let's see. Are these?
Let's pull up our Triple D pick.
Yeah, the
Let's see what the
records,
records
Dad.
are.
Mr.
Oh man, I was like skipping down. Do
This
we have
man
to go
knows
to that?
everything.
No, I don't. I just get lucky.
Yeah, watch
man.
this record.
Oh, I ain't even there yet.
He's like 60-2, I swear. No.
No, you're not those 16.
Oh wait, Kyle's not in Lubbock. Yeah, so let's
He
see.
knows the
there.
script writers. That's not
Oh.
fair.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
here, wait up. Give me a second.
Garrett, what'd you just say?
No, I was like, he knows the script writers. It's not fair.
I know the script. Right. Hey, that's pretty good. But let's see where it is. Pick 'em record. There they are. I changed them around to show who's on top, man. So 45-23.
-9. What is this, golf?
You're down 9 games, Kyle.
Garrett, do you understand that? -9?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Garrett would understand
Wait.
it, right?
Would it be a plus for golf or would it be a negative?
Yeah. Well, no.
It would be a
In
plus.
golf,
wouldn't it?
that'd be a good score,
Yeah,
right?
I was like, wait, maybe I said that wrong.
I'm only 5 games down. We're
Yeah.
gonna make a comeback here.
Yeah,
Give me
I-
a couple weeks. We're getting warmed up. Don't
Dad
worry.
needs to keep picking the underdogs.
yeah. So, well, we'll go to the
All right, let's,
you pick them
start
with
it
the
off.
start it
Oh,
off.
this is so
If I
easy.
could-
Yeah.
If I could bring him in, here we go.
Yeah, Mr. All-Star Record, start us off.
Oh man.
Dad, do you have
Yeah,
the
go
games
ahead,
to watch?
mister.
Or no, not this
Oh
week.
yeah, let's see if I can pull up the games to watch here.
Oh yeah.
And we'll bring that up real quick.
While
if
Pop's
people,
doing that. Yeah, we got Georgia Tech and Duke for our first one. Just to let y'all know. So y'all can comment who y'all want to pick for that one.
Yeah. Oh,
Landon, you
Yeah,
still
we'll start
here?
off with Georgia Tech and
Yeah.
Duke. And there's a few other big time games that we'll talk about. We kind of mentioned some of them during the upset alert, but yeah, no, exciting stuff. Week 8, we about to see some big teams fall or some big wins. That's for sure.
Yeah, there's some of the games to watch. That's what we're going to pick on today, except for our game of the week's not up there. We have I have the stats for that game, and we'll talk about that later in our picks. But Georgia Tech versus Duke, Baylor versus TCU, Arizona against Houston, LSU and Vanderbilt. We talked about them already. Texas Tech, Arizona State, Tennessee and Alabama. We talked about USC and Notre Dame. But we hadn't talked about Utah and BYU, but we will during the picks. So I just thought we'd go ahead and show that to you. And we have the times and the networks that you can see these games on as well. So, all right, let's go. Thanks for bringing that up, Kyle. So now we'll bring our first pick in. And there it is.
All right. Go ahead, Father.
Yeah, since you're the master, you lead us
yeah.
off.
So, yeah. Hey, usually that's the way it works.
We're all just going to go opposite of what you pick.
No, I'm hopping on the bandwagon. Can't beat them, join them.
For real.
Yeah, but you got to do some different so you can catch up. So, and hopefully you pick the right ones, and I don't. All right. So first one, Georgia Tech, Duke. Georgia Tech, I just love. I don't know what it is about their style. I think they're for an ACC team. I think they're tougher than the rest, and that's why you see a 6-0, record. So Duke, they can upset you at home. You just got to watch it, be focused, and I think obviously I'm going with the visiting team, Georgia Tech.
Duke, go back to basketball. Or start your basketball season.
Hey, they're turning things around, man.
Yeah, they're doing good. Oh, well, might as well just jump in who I'm going to pick. I got Georgia Tech. I like Georgia Tech. I like this program. You already knew who I was going to pick. I love Hayes King. If he could just keep it together and just run the ball more, really. God, I love seeing him run the ball. He knows how to run the ball really well.
And the last time we looked, Duke was favored by 1.5.
Yes. I just put that in, too, so it's really accurate.
Okay. And Garrett?
Yeah, no, and I really like what you said, Dad, about Georgia Tech just being extremely physical. I think that's a whole Georgia Tech identity, tough, physical. Haynes King embodies that better than anyone on the field, in my opinion, especially when Georgia Tech is playing. But, yeah, ever since Georgia Tech used to run the triple option, we always pulled for them. So I do like Georgia Tech. Give me Georgia Tech as well. I think they get the win in a close.
Oh, wow. A clean sweep again.
I think it'll be close, but
scary.
Yeah, give me Georgia Tech.
All righty. Let's see.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, a game in Fort Worth.
Oh, yeah, you're going to this game, Garrett?
Oh,
Might as
no.
well call it.
No.
No, I'm joking.
Not going at 11 o'clock because I'll be working. But, yeah,
Oh.
Baylor, TCU. I think this is a really important game for TCU as they have to bounce back after last week's performance. They looked real rough against Colorado last week. Baylor's slowly, improving. Baylor, I think, does this the past few years where they're kind of just easing on in the background, getting some wins, losing some close ones, getting some close wins. Sitting at 4-2, not bad, both of these teams. So, but I have TCU winning at home. I think TCU has to have a bounce back game, and I think this is the week to do it. So give me TCU.
Ooh,
All right,
TCU,
well,
the home team.
Let's mention a couple things before Garrett starts thinking too fast. You know what I'm saying? Both these quarterbacks put up heavy stats, heavy yardage when it comes to passing the ball. Both of these quarterbacks are really good. I really like watching them. It's going to be a huge shootout game. No defense at all. I got TCU winning this game at home.
Oh, wow.
Might as well leave the defense on the bus. But no, TCU's got a better defense. So TCU's going to get that one stop to win.
I don't know.
Call
Both these
They'll
quarterbacks.
get one stop to win.
Both of these quarterbacks are really
Yeah, you're not sure.
out there.
Right? Yeah, well, I would say that I'm going with Baylor only because Baylor, I think Baylor's a little more consistent. They 4-2 teams, but in a Big 12, I mean, it's a wash between these two. TCU's looked really bad at times in the two games they lost, and Baylor, though, in one of the games, if I remember right, they were right there down to the wire. So I think they're a little more consistent. So I'm going to go with consistency on this one, and I'm going to go opposite of you guys, just so you could try to catch up, probably. So I'm going with Baylor.
We're rooting for this week, Kyle.
I'm not rooting for the Horned Frogs. So, all right.
All right. Next up,
Next
Arizona at Houston.
Oh, God.
Kyle, you got us, Mr. Big 12?
Oh, yeah, I got us all right. I really don't know what to say. Houston's defense, they talk about it a lot, and they're playing at home. They remember their last home game, though. They lost to Tech, but they can't let that hold them down. And you got Arizona coming into town. I got go Cougars. Shock the nation. I got the Cougars winning this game.
You got the Cougs. All right, Kyle.
Shock the nation.
Garrett, I'm going to let you go with this one.
Great pick. I just don't think Arizona's that good this year. Yeah, they're 4-2 right now. I just don't think Arizona's that great of a football team. And I like Houston. I like Coach Fritz, just like we talked about a few weeks ago. Excellent coach. Houston's getting better each and every week. I mean, they're 5-1 right now. I think this is the best start Houston's had in a long time, especially since they moved up to the Big 12, which was only last year. But they're doing great. Give me the Cougars winning as well at home. I like Houston.
You like Houston.
Go ahead, Dad.
I am tossed on this one. I really am. I don't know who's going to win this game because I did like the way Arizona looked in their last game. I thought that, that they should have won the game, but oh man, do I go against you guys or do I stick? I'm thinking Coach Fritz is going to get this team fired up, and he's going to go with it. So I'm going with U of H.
You're not going to pick against the Texas score. Are you crapping me? You always pick a Texas. The last one you couldn't. Well, because it's TCU and Baylor. They're both Texas.
Yeah.
Well, and even though Arizona's favored, I don't think that's going to make much of a difference.
Oh, I wonder who y'all are going to pick next game. You're all going to be so biased.
So, the next pick, let's see what we got.
You want to lead us off, Kyle?
Well, no crap. Hey, all I got to say is, hey, Tigers, go Tigers.
Go Tigers.
I'm literally just going to make that statement. Just end it there. I got LSU winning, barely. Maybe by a field goal. It's going to hit off the upright and go in, and somehow they're going to win this game. It's going to be one of those crazy games. And you're going to see the LSU players jumping in the river instead of Vanderbilt throwing the poles in the river, baby.
All right. Fair enough.
Yeah.
I disagree. I like Vanderbilt. I think Vanderbilt bounces back after that loss from Alabama. Vanderbilt's defense is going to make one or two big plays. Diego Pave is going to have a 50-yard touchdown pass in the fourth quarter. They're going to beat LSU because LSU's offense is not ready for Vanderbilt's defense. The field goals are going in the river in Nashville. Give me Vanderbilt winning. Last, down to the wire for sure. Last second touchdown pass by Diego Pave or something like that.
So I'm almost like the tiebreaker here. So, man, I'm looking at this and going Vanderbilt at home, LSU's away, and I just, there's something about me. I'm going to take the Tigers because it's one of those teams that you can't put a finger on. They're still really good, I think, as long as they, show up, just like any team. But I think this game, LSU shows up and they win it.
All right.
All right.
Good. Interesting pick.
Oh, I wonder.
Kyle, you
who
want to
Da-
lead us off
Yeah,
again?
I wonder who Dad's gonna pick next game.
game. There's no doubt. I
Hey.
think all three of us.
Honestly, every time I've picked them, we've won, or I've won. So gotta
Yeah.
keep my record perfect, right?
Well, they haven't lost.
Huh?
I mean, you're talking about picking.
Or well, every time I
Tech.
pick Tech, yeah, I haven't lost one. Yeah, I got Tech winning this game
Nobody has it.
Big.
Pick Tech.
because
Okay.
Arizona State has a lot of players that are injured, and this
Okay.
defense is no joke. I believe, one of the best defenses in the country.
Really?
Yes,
So-
I've seen them in person just recently too. I went to the last home game, and they really stood out to me.
Yeah. Well,
Dad, do you want to make a pick?
yeah. I mean, it's really easy for me. Without the quarterback, Arizona State's sunk. So we'll see from there. Tech undefeated season. Whoa.
Who said that, Landon?
Yeah. Let's go with that. I like.
Shout
to see
out my
that.
boy Landon. He went to
Yeah.
Cuero High
Yeah.
School.
Yeah.
That's my buddy right there. He just texted me too.
Yeah, no.
I was like,
Yeah, I agree with all y'all. Yeah, give me. I'll definitely take Tech here. I'm rooting for Tech. I'm pulling for Tech. Sam Levis not playing. Tech's gotta keep it rolling. Give me Tech. And we're not superstitious or anything, but every time we have picked them, they've won. So
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not superstitious, but I wear the same jeans for every exam. So if it works, you got to keep it going.
he's
You
like,
got
there's
to
a
keep
bear.
it going.
It's a wonder you don't carry the discus you went to state with, so in your backpack.
Hey, it's like they say, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Hey,
Alright.
bro, don't fix it. But yeah,
All right.
wreck 'em.
So
All right, Garrett. Hey, the next one, man. It's got to be your favorite teams, right?
Tennessee, Alabama.
oh wow,
Both these teams.
yeah.
I really
neither
am
of
not a
these
fan of
teams.
that.
Yeah.
Of that
Hey,
orange.
but I do have to say, Kyle gave us some really good picks because the teams that are playing each other, man, it's anybody's game. So good job,
Oh, yeah.
Kyle.
Oh, yeah, with
I
the
think
picks, well,
We're gonna see definitely some close games.
they told themselves.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, yeah, there's still a whole slate of games, but these games are all
Hey.
going to be close or
Hey.
appear to be close.
I almost
should
put
say.
your favorite team on there, even though they're not right. I was going to put Texas State versus Marshall because
Well,
you never know.
Let's hope they don't.
Bobcats, man.
Let's hope they don't choke.
Yeah.
I still love them though.
Garrett, you want to
Go
go first, or
Bobcats.
can I go first for this
Can't
one?
get that finger.
Oh, if you want to go, go.
Hey, I really like. I'm just gonna jump out there. I think every time I picked Bama to win, I've somewhat picked right. I'm pretty sure. I got Bama winning this
They've
game
only
to a
lost
really
one game.
close one, and Bama being at home helps them a lot. Really, the fans are gonna be loud, and the loudness is definitely gonna overwhelm Tennessee, I believe. And Ty Simpson, I believe, is gonna have a breakout game.
I think Bama's back, so I'm going to stick with Kyle on this one. I'm going to go with Bama. Let's see what Garrett goes.
Oh heck.
Oh,
I don't want to pick against Bama when they're playing at home. They're playing on Nick Saban Field. They can't lose at home.
they didn't even change the name.
But-
yet.
Yeah.
No, it's Saban Field. It's Bryant Stadium, but
Oh,
Saban
okay.
Field.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got two different names there.
I should have
come
put
on.
that on there on the notes.
But yeah, I think Bama's been playing well. They're confident. They got their groove back, and that's why Tennessee is going to beat them. They're going to be overconfident. They're not ready. Tennessee is going to come down and run the ball and smash it down their throat, put up 200 rushing yards, and Tennessee wins this game in overtime. 2 overtimes at that.
Oh wow.
So give me Tennessee
Tennessee.
with the upset.
Hey,
Bama's
Yeah.
favored by
I'll
7.5.
yeah, 7.5.
No, they don't know
7.5
anything in
points.
Vegas.
Go-
Yeah, they
the
don't
next
know
one's
football.
worse.
Oh, really?
I don't think Notre Dame should be favored by that much.
Yeah, what, 9.5?
I would bet against that if it stands.
I don't know. But all right, USC, Notre Dame. Here, I'll lead us off. I think this is an easy pick to me. I think just the fact that I've kind of like, you can kind of tell this year, teams that have traveled across the country, they usually tend to start off games slower and play worse. I think USC going all the way to South Bend, Indiana. It's not going to be good for them. I think Notre Dame's going to play really fast, really physical. Notre Dame's kind of started a lot of these games kind of really slow, but I think this week they're going to come off. They're going to play better defense. I have Notre Dame beating USC at home. Give me the Fighting Irish.
I really do like Notre Dame.
The
Garrett,
Irish, hey?
but you're wrong.
Oh.
I like Trojans a lot, and I like this quarterback a lot, and I do like Notre Dame too a lot, and I love the history of the stadium.
Yeah.
But I got the Trojans winning this game in a very close, far game for them.
Oh, man.
Really?
Yeah.
I really do like the Trojans.
Okay. Yeah. Well, you need to keep using them. All right. So here we go. Let's go.
That's crazy.
Oh, my pick. Okay.
Yeah, make your pick.
I just got what he said. That's crazy.
Don't be silly.
Yeah. All right. So my
I
pick,
wasn't ready for that.
I'm taking the favorite. I'm taking Notre Dame. I think Notre Dame is still like Alabama, they're a good team. They just, haven't put it all together. We'll see. And being on the road for SC, I think that's going to be a huge hill to climb in Fort Bend, Indiana. So I'm going with the Irish.
The next one.
The
Now you're talking about a
Leprechauns,
close game.
All right. So
Yeah, I went back and forth from this one.
Yeah, this one I don't know who I would pick.
who you going to pick?
Because Utah really stood out last week. Who is it? CJ Bailey? Or no. No, their quarterback is God. It's it's like Branham. It's something with a B. All these B's.
I honestly don't know.
And I don't
The
know.
one
It's
game
a
I
good
saw
game,
Utah
man.
play was against Tech, and they looked terrible against Texas Tech. So
Yeah, but their quarterback last week came out and did really good rushing wise.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I think, I'll go ahead and make my pick.
Go ahead.
I think I'm going to go with BYU up over there. I think this is a close game. These two schools, I'm pretty sure, do not like each other, which is fair. So Utah, BYU going at it, night game. 7 p.m. on Fox, big time game, big time matchup. I think Utah had a really great game last week against Arizona State. I don't think they're going to bounce back as well. And after watching them play against Tech, like I said, I don't think they're as good as people might have thought initially. So apparently we're all sleeping on BYU. BYU's got a squad this year, so I'm going to take them. I'm going to pick them.
All right. Yep.
Really?
Really?
Hey,
Apparently they're underrated.
guess what? Let's go BYU, the Mormons, baby, winning at home. I got BYU. Everybody's sleeping on them. Everybody's been talking about them. They may have lost their quarterback, but this team is still looking good.
Yeah, I don't like BYU. Just outright, I just don't like them. I never have.
That's fair.
I mean, going all the way back. I mean, Texas used to play BYU in some big games, bowl games at that here and there. But I don't like them. I still don't think they should have lost the last game against Arizona, as I mentioned. I think that BYU escaped that game, and I don't think they're going to escape the game with Utah. I think Utah wins this one, believe it or not. Oh, hit the wrong one. Goodness gracious. There we go. That's the right one. I did that on purpose.
This man.
So Utah,
All right.
don't mess up the records when Utah wins. Don't take that first little blip there. Okay,
When
Kyle?
Utah wins is crazy.
Yeah, make sure to add that as one of my picks. And then now, the big
Game of the week.
game of the week. All right, we get that one coming up in just a moment. I'm gonna put
Let's
this
get
graphic up here, and hopefully we'll get that thing up here. Where is it?
That's what we're wondering.
Yeah. Where is the big game of the week? Because here it is. Game of the week. It's coming up. So um, this should come into play.
I'm only getting older here.
Hey, I know. There it is.
I can't even.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's
there
kind
it
of
is,
small.
Kyle, right
No, it's
there.
kind of small.
I was
Oh,
like,
you want it big? All right, we'll get it. We'll get it nice and big for y'all right here.
well, I can't even see it from over here. I'm in the nosebleeds.
Yeah, so we'll bring that up.
Y'all are next
Center.
to each other.
There it
Oh,
is. How
Look
about
at the little
that?
bitty screen you're on.
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, I look at this between Georgia and Ole Miss. That the one number that always stands out to me is turnover ratio. We saw that with Oklahoma and Texas. Texas had the plus side, and Oklahoma last week was -4. Here, you got -1 with Georgia. They've lost more than they've gained in turnovers, but not as much as Ole Miss. So Ole Miss, they make those same kind of mistakes with turnovers. They have a good chance of losing. I base a lot of that. The yardage, I think Ole Miss is a little bit, skewed because of the fact of some of the teams they played. But they have played good teams. Their offense is very good, and you can overcome a lot of turnovers with that. So when you can move the ball. I look over to the right because Kyle's to my right, so that's why you see me looking over that way. But but Georgia's still like the tortoise. They just keeps chugging along and takes his time. While Ole Miss might be more like the rabbit in this case, and so I think this is going to be a fun game to watch. So
Who are you picking then?
wait. Well, I haven't put them up there, but I wanted to show the stats and talk about it a little bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, Georgia's actually favored. We didn't get that in, but Georgia's favored by 7.5 coming into this game, and so I didn't get a chance
about
to
a
put that
touchdown.
in because they just changed it. So
Yeah.
let's go back and we'll get to the U Pick'ems page. Let's make sure I get it. Hopefully I did. There it is.
Yeah, nice.
Okay. So based on turnover ratio, and I really like the fact Georgia keeps their opponents down the same as Ole Miss, but I think Georgia's defense is a little better. So I'm going with Georgia, the home team.
Really?
Yeah.
What?
What do you mean?
Between the
What?
hedges.
Did you see who's ranked? No, I'm just.
Yeah. Well,
It's just rankings.
yeah, that's
All
right.
right. Well, if dads want to go over the, then I got the dogs winning this game at home. I actually like the
okay.
dogs, and Ole Miss is not that good this year. I'm sorry. They've had their ups and downs, but this one's really going to break their heart this week. I promise y'all that. Because I believe last week, or maybe the week before, Ole Miss did not look so good against somebody and almost lost to a close game. And I believe this Georgia team has really figured themselves out, and I think they're going to make a statement here in this game and really push for that playoff, a spot.
Yeah, well, you know who Georgia barely almost lost to Auburn last week, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
No.
And
But
Kyle,
that's
It was
you
10
know
to
who-
20, wasn't it?
Well, Auburn was winning 10-0, I think, going into halftime.
Yeah, but it ended up being 10 to 20, but
yeah, it ended
still.
up being 10-20.
yeah, but
Georgia figured
Hey, you know who won
themselves
this
out.
game last year?
Ole Miss,
You remember?
probably.
yeah.
Yeah, Ole Miss
They
won
get so
last
lucky.
yeah.
Just like Auburn.
Yeah.
I actually think this game is going to be kind of a shootout. Personally,
Really?
I think they're going to score a
Wow.
lot of points. Gunnar Stockton's a big time thrower. He likes the deep ball. He likes to throw the big plays. They like to make big plays. This Georgia offense. It's not the same old ground and pound kind of offense. They like to spread the ball out a little bit more or spread the ball down the field. Ole Miss does the same thing. Obviously, I mean, Ole Miss has got crazy good offense, crazy good passing yards. I think this is setting up for a game that Ole Miss can win. And, this might be Ole Miss's year. Lane Kiffin's a good coach. They might be building up.
Yeah.
But,
But
yeah, with Georgia playing at home, Georgia and Kirby Smart, they know one thing, and that's how to win. They're just winners. It's not going to be pretty. It's going to be a close game, high-scoring game. It's going to be back and forth. I think it's going to be very similar to that Tennessee-Georgia game where we saw them go to overtime and then Georgia made the one big play and won the game. So their defense came up big. So yeah, I'll take Georgia as well. I'll go with y'all. Sadly, I'm not going to say the graphic this week, but I got the Dogs winning between the hedges in Athens.
All right.
So
the Dogs. All right. So,
all right.
wow. Yeah, we look forward to a great week of college football. Week
That's
8
sure.
is, it's a little past halfways. But for the teams that have taken their buys, it's almost like, hey, it's kind of like, well, it is halfways for some that are playing 12 games and they've only played 6, like you see Tech and them. So yeah,
Can't believe it's already over. Almost.
Hey, what I did want to say though is that this is the best time of the year, if you ask me. You know why? Because we've got college football, high school football. We got the NHL.
Well,
we got the
every sport
NFL,
at once.
Major League Baseball playoffs, and then next week starts what? Basketball for the NBA. And
Yeah.
So, I mean, this is, if you're a sports fan, this is the best time of
NASCAR
the
playoffs,
NASCAR
baby.
NASCAR playoffs, hell yeah.
Get it down to the final 4,
Exactly.
right? Yeah, that's right.
Hey, don't forget about cricket. No, I'm joking.
Yeah. That.
What about fencing?
Hey, don't forget about those. You're right, Kyle. Those are. Hey, if you ever go on ESPN Plus, man, you can see all
Find
that
everything. God.
lacrosse and all that.
One
But,
time, me and
yeah.
Garrett were watching them do some sailboat competitions, USA versus the rest of them.
yeah.
Everybody, we're like, what is going on?
It was
Yeah.
intense.
It is crazy. It is crazy. So.
Yeah, but for sure, tomorrow y'all can tune in to watch my dad do the high school for Navarro on Navarro Network Panther.
No,
or
Navarro
Panther Network.
Yeah, folks, if you didn't know, he is dyslexic. So,
Okay, Dad.
Okay.
But it's gonna be it's gonna be the
That's what I was
homecoming
thinking,
game
but I wasn't going to say it.
against Gonzalez.
Hey, but you know what? He's overcome that, and you see him here tonight being able to speak pretty good. That's all right.
Yeah, I'm not stuttering.
Yeah. Hey, but nonetheless, yeah, we'll be on the Navarro Panther Network YouTube channel.
That's what I said.
7:30 is the game, the kickoff. But we'll be on the air at 6:45 with the Coach Hill Show, and then after that will be the pregame show at 7:05 or so, and then from there we get to have a lot of fun at homecoming.
I could be on the pregame
2025.
show, maybe.
Yeah, but well, we're
Congratulations.
glad that you could join us tonight. Make sure to like, subscribe. On the YouTube channel side. Facebook, if you want to follow us, make sure to follow. You can follow us also on YouTube.
Yeah, please give
So
us
you-
feedback.
So when we're coming on, you'll be able to get the alerts, both Facebook and YouTube. So we're glad, you've actually stayed around to watch this. I thought I had a lot of fun. How about you, Kyle? over
Oh
there?
yeah, I had a lot of fun, and I really thought about if we had more time to set this up. I really thought about jumping in the pool and having a big old G on my chest or something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that would have been fun.
Have a camera
yeah.
followed us out, and I would have jumped in the pool or something.
I
Let's
could've
save it
done
for
it.
Thanksgiving week.
Yeah.
We could have put the camera out there remotely on you and get you the audio. So you have to remind me, Hey,
Yeah.
maybe Thanksgiving, that's what we do is
Well, if
be
we
by,
get more
by the
feedback,
pool
yeah.
side, for the rivalry game between Texas A&M and Texas. So that'll be a lot of fun. So
Yeah.
final last thoughts, Garrett, go.
Oh, I was just going to say, man, another exciting week, week 8. Thanks for tuning in. Let's have some fun and enjoy some football this weekend. So, yeah, cheers to that.
Oh, come on. Can you be any more lame than that? I'm just joking, man.
God, what your dog died?
Yeah,
Just
this is a
wrapping
lot
it
of
up.
food.
Damn.
All
Yeah,
right.
no, but
Kyle, go for it.
I just want to thank everybody
Cheers.
for definitely on Facebook for watching and YouTube. Facebook was our biggest for sure views wise,
Oh,
and
yeah.
I just want to appreciate everybody. Just at least if some more people would comment and just like give us some more feedback and just letting
Yeah.
us know what they want to see and what we can add to make it more interesting for them in a way, make the picks more
Yeah.
exciting or.
Yeah, bring in some outside videos and things
And
like
bring in
that.
some
but-
friends for guest speaker or
Yeah.
guest picks.
Yeah, well, I'm going to try still to get the one we talked about. I don't want to give away his name, but he's the old Texas Tech quarterback. I'm going to still try to get him on remotely.
Oh yeah,
and
Patrick
bring him
Mahomes.
in. No, this guy's about my age, so that's how old he is.
Wait, didn't Baker
Patrick
Mayfield
Mahomes.
play at Tech too?
Yeah, he
Yeah.
started
Hey, yeah,
out
let's
there.
just bring Baker Mayfield on here. He'll love it.
Yeah.
He already loves publicity, anyways.
Yeah.
He probably loves this stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah, for me, it's been a lot of fun to be here with my boys and say hi to my grandson, Oliver. Hopefully he's out there going, what? All right. So that's kind of our little thing, And thanks for watching. Join in next week. We'll try to be here a little better on time. We had some stuff I had to put together right before because I had to put Kyle in the trailer. So apologize for that. We'll be here 8:30 next week, Wednesday, for week number 9. College picks for Triple D Hot Takes here on the YouTube channel and Facebook. Well, hey, thanks again for joining us. We'll see you sometime soon next week. Adios, Auf Wiedersehen, and mach's gut. Yeah. So we'll see y'all fine folks. Y'all take care.